Do you know one thing we truly appreciate about our athletes? It's the drama they endure. We know Hollywood and the entertainment industry takes all the credit at times, but man, our players face politics on the field and in boardrooms. They're not just brawny, they're savvy businessmen too. Steph Curry proves that with an upcoming billion-dollar deal in this video. Let's find out how. First off, let's talk about Steph Curry and his billion-dollar contract. Steph Curry has had a particularly exciting summer, and we're here to tell you all about it. First, the 34-year-old basketball player defeated the Boston Celtics to win his fourth NBA championship and earn his first Finals MVP. Second, he earned his diploma and crossed the stage 2 weeks ago after officially graduating from Davidson College in May. That's not all. Now, the NBA player is allegedly close to agreeing to a $1 billion lifetime contract with Under Armour. See, we weren't kidding when we said the guy's had a truly happening summer. According to a Rolling Stones article, Steph Curry is about to agree to a lifetime contract with Under Armour that might be for more than $1 billion. The two-time NBA MVP's current contract with Under Armour, which is allegedly worth $20 million a year, expires in 2024. Curry departed Nike in 2013 to join Under Armour on a $4 million per year contract. That's not all the basketballer did, though. In 2020, Curry and Under Armour formed an offshoot apparel brand, Curry Brand. This was all done to compete with Nike and its Jordan brand. The new collection of Curry Brand featured footwear and apparel for basketball, in addition to other sports like golf. Now it seems like the right time for some changes before their current agreement ends in 2024. Up next, was there drama between Under Armour and Steph Curry? Curry and Kevin Plank, the creator of Under Armour, have had some disagreement since the player joined the company in 2013, according to Matt Sullivan of Rolling Stone. He reported on Monday that the negotiations about an extension have begun with Curry. When asked about the early phases of the company's commitment to his namesake shoe, Stephen remarked that there wasn't nearly a grasp of what it takes to manage a business like that effectively. He didn't agree with how things ran, so yes, he got angry. What's more, there have been disagreements between Curry and Plank over the founder's outspoken support of the previous president, Donald Trump. Plank told Sullivan that they have zero beef, but the stalwart of the Warriors doesn't quite agree with that statement. The player shared his insight that you can't just fly by the seat of your pants when you represent a corporation that size. That's not all. Things got so heated that the 8-time All-Star noted that there were discussions about him leaving the business in 2018. But then Under Armour agreed to split the Curry brand like Nike's Jordan brand. Curry claims that he doesn't have to get loud to get angry, and that's the best part about it. Now, the fact that he has brought up a lifetime contract with the business shows that in the 4 years after the establishment of the individual brand, the connection has at least changed, and for the better. Success! Coming up, what's new with Stephen Curry now? Stephen may have had an exciting summer, but it looks like the new season isn't going to slow on the player either. From the looks of it, Curry will continue to operate a co-brand, Curry Brand, with Under Armour, which under the new contract is going to feature a line of basketball and golf apparel. Earlier this year, LeBron James achieved billionaire status. His excessive wealth was attributed to a mixture of basketball and non-basketball related investments, earning hundreds of millions of dollars each from being an athlete, sports investments, and general entrepreneurship. At the same time, the greatest shooter in NBA history has had his ups and downs over his career, but overall, 2022 has been mainly positive. Curry could become the third NBA player to reach billionaire status and the second to do it while still competing in the league, behind LeBron James and Michael Jordan, if he signs his $1 billion contract. That's not all. Just as he prepares to begin a new contract with Under Armour, his on-court earnings have already surpassed $254.7 million. Well, the 34-year-old basketball player must be doing something right for all this good fortune to come his way. Next, let's talk about why these endorsement deals are such a big deal. Some of the most well-liked endorsement contracts for businesses and athletes are for basketball shoes. For the past 8 NBA seasons, Steph Curry has been among the most well-liked players. The Golden State Warriors recently defeated the Boston Celtics to claim the NBA championship, and at the same time have managed to solidify themselves as one of the best dynasties in sports history. Curry, who at the time was a potential young star with a history of injuries, has since gone on to make quite a name for himself, making his partnership with Under Armour perhaps one of the best bets in sports endorsement history. Under Armour swept in at the right time when Stephen felt disrespected by Nike. As they say, the rest is history. Over the past 10 years, Stephen Curry has emerged as the spokesperson for the Warriors and Under Armour. Now, let's talk about why things didn't work out with Nike. While Nike dominates the majority of sports, particularly basketball, Under Armour has an excellent list of athletes of its own. You guys might not know, but Stephen isn't the only person wearing the UA logo. Michael, Joel, Clayton, Misty, and Tom Brady are proud reps as well. Yep, you heard us. Under Armour has made quite the name for himself. Now, many of you may know that Curry signed his first shoe endorsement deal with Nike, but following conflicts over a contract extension, he ultimately parted ways with the well-known sports clothing company in 2013. But today, we've got a scoop for y'all. According to Sports Illustrated, a salesperson from Nike famously mispronounced Stephen Curry's name during a business conference, calling him Stephon. And that's not the end of it either. What's even worse is that Nike used a repurposed PowerPoint slide that read Kevin Durant's name throughout the meeting. Yikes. Well, then to no one's surprise, Stephen cut all ties with the brand. Instead, Curry became the face of Under Armour and developed into one of the most well-known athletes in the world. You know what they say, the best revenge is simply living your best life. Now for more interesting updates on our news radar. Coming up, why did former President Obama scold the Warriors star Stephen Curry? A little birdie tells us that Stephen Curry of the Golden State Warriors needed to learn a lesson on influence from former U.S. President Barack Obama. Confused? Allow us to explain. Curry was reprimanded by Obama in 2018 for saying on a podcast that the moon landing was a hoax, according to Matt Sullivan of Rolling Stone. Stephen questioned if humans had ever visited the moon on the Wingin' It podcast in 2018, along with NBA stars Vince Carter, Kent Bazemore, and Andre Iguodala. Curry agreed when the other players expressed their skepticism and said, "I don't think so either." The remarks drew outrage, and NASA even issued a statement in which it provided Stephen with proof that people had visited the moon. What's more is that the player informed Sullivan that he received an email from Obama that was stern and direct, chastising the star point guard for being careless with his influence and platform. Curry knew he had to take action to make things better, so he issued a statement clarifying that he was joking. Additionally, he hosted a 15-minute educational live session with an astronaut on Instagram and even donated to the STEM program. What else? Obama and Stephen are good old pals who now joke around by saying, "You won't believe what the aliens look like." Up next, Stephen has totally changed how NBA 2K23 is played. According to Ronnie 2K, Steph Curry broke the game in NBA 2016. One of the most significant players to ever take part for the NBA is Stephen Curry. Although coaches were slow to implement offenses that prioritized shooting three-pointers, everyone in the league was aware that 3 points are worth more than 2 points. Today, it serves as the majority of NBA's teams' leading offensive suppliers. This was made possible by Stephen Curry, whose mid-2010s shooting explosion propelled the league as a whole toward becoming better shooters. The NBA 2K video game series had to catch up because the change happened so quickly, as Ronnie 2K explained after Curry's shot shattered NBA 2K16 and how they dealt with it. Talk about setting your own rules. Lastly, is Stephen Curry unstoppable on NBA 2K? Curry is one of the most entertaining players to employ in the game, as everyone who has played any recent installment of 2K knows. He can move quickly and easily into any available place. The 34-year-old can virtually always score 3 points on even somewhat open shots, much as in real life. In NBA 2K23, he's the only player with a 3-point shooting rating of 99, 11 points better than the next best player. NBA 2K23 has made it a little more difficult for the human player for shots to fall. Even if a player has Curry but can't consistently make green shots, they'll struggle throughout the entire game because the timing has become crucial to having shots fall. Remember, folks, timing is key. That's a wrap. Let us know in the comments below what you think of Stephen Curry's upcoming billion-dollar deal. Do you think Nike regrets treating him the way they do now? Hit like and click that subscribe button, and we'll be back with another video. Bye.